Hello, welcome to summer camp students. So glad you all have joined us, and this is the first session of our Bharat AI Lab summer bootcamp. So we are going to start this by the topic of circuit designing. So in today's session, we are going to learn two LED blinking with Arduino circuit and its code. So let's start this session. So for that, we need one software that is Tinkercad. We can create circuit designing virtually and we can see the output also. Like for example, if we are creating two LED blinking program, so we can see the result also by the help of this platform. So for that, we need one web browser. Any web browser you can access. And you need to write here Tinkercad. When you are writing Tinkercad, you can see your screen is loading. And now you can directly jump onto the main dashboard of the Tinkercad. And here's the option. That is the button, that is create button. When you click on that, you will receive three options. "3D design", "circuit", and "code blocks". So we need to choose circuit designing. Just click here. Okay, so this is the main area where you can create your circuit. Here is the place where we can design circuits by the help of the given tools. If we go in any microcontroller circuit design, it's very common. So for this, we need some equipments, like for example, Arduino Uno board, breadboard, some programming cables, some jumper wires, right? And we can take different color LED also. So here's the tool area from where we can easily access the equipments. So initially, I'm going to take a Arduino Uno board that is available here. So the simple process is we need to just click on that, and after that drag your mouse to the left side where we can create circuits. So in this way we can access the tools from the tool area. Now we need to take one breadboard. Here it is. Again, we will follow the same process to access the equipment. We can arrange anywhere. Like this. By just moving the boards, we can change the position also. And then we need few LEDs. So we are talking about the 2 LED program. So that's why we need to take 2 LED. Here it is. This is the LED. And one more LED we need to take. We can do the same thing physically as well as virtually. By the help of Tinkercad platform, we can do the same task virtually. And if we want to do physically, so we need some physical equipments, and by the help of same process we can do the same task. So these are two LEDs, but I want different color LEDs. So for that we need to change the color. So we need to select the any LED. Like for example, I want to change this color LED, this LED color. So need to select it, and then here's the color option. Just drop down the list, and now you can choose any option, whatever color you want to take. Like for example, I want to take a orange color LED. So that is fine for me, right? So these are two LEDs. So basically, students, LED stands for light emitting diode. It has a positive and a negative connection. So we need to understand first about the LED. So I am going to show you the one picture, that is the LED picture, right? So if it is not clearly, there will be a shorter lag. Here it is. It is a shorter lag, correct? So that will be a ground or a negative connected to the ground pin of Arduino board. Correct? So that will be a negative lag. We can say that we need to connect to the ground pin of the Arduino board while the connections. So basically, the shorter lag name is also a cathode, or we can say that it will create a negative connections to the ground level of the Arduino board. We need to understand first before coding the logic behind the connections, correct? And another will be a positive, which is called as anode, or a positive lag, or a big lag, right? Which is connected to any digital pin which are available on the Arduino board. I am going to show you. Here it is. This is a ground pin, and these are the digital pins. You can see here's mentioned digital, and here's mentioned analog. So all pins are digital pins from 0 to 13. So you can access any pin for digital connections. Like if you are creating any connection with the anode, so you can access all the pins, correct? And if you want to create a connection with the shorter lag, that is the cathode, so you can take a ground level pin. This one, this is a ground, GND. Okay. Till now, is there any doubt, students?
No, ma'am.
Okay, fine.
Ma'am, can you tell the website?
Yes, that is Tinkercad. That is
Okay.
Tinkercad. Yes.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, please.
Ma'am, from ma'am, can you tell where do we have to join this link? Ma'am, the Tinkercad.
Okay, you can just type the Tinkercad on any web browser. You can directly access this platform by the
Ma'am,
help
can
of
you
internet.
also tell? Ma'am, can you also tell what have we done till now?
Can you repeat again?
Ma'am, can you tell what have we done till now?
Okay. Till now, we have only added some equipments on the Tinkercad platform. Okay. That is the Arduino board, which is available here. And this is the breadboard. And this is the LED. Okay.
Ma'am, can you explain Arduino in a thorough way?
Yes, we are going to discuss all the things. So, okay. Okay. So let's move forward. Now we are discussing about the analog and digital pins, because this is the Arduino board and we are talking about the Arduino, and in the Arduino we have some pins for the connections like digital pins and analog pins. So where we can access the digital pins and where we can access the analog pins. So for that I'm going to share one more image, that is the analog signals and digital signals. So all things are totally depends upon the signals, right? In earlier, there's a big confusion between the digital and analog pins. So there are two types of devices. There is a digital and analog. If we consider these waves, you can see on the digital signals, these waves are the square waves. So it has two type of values like a 0 and 1. As you can see here, the value is 1 and then the value is 0. Again, the value is 1, then 0, 1, 0. So it will work on at any 2 points like 1 and 0, right? Let's consider one example. If we are taking LED at this point, so LED will be switched on, right, at one value. And if we are talking about the 0 value, that in that case the LED will be switched off. If we are talking about the blinking of the LED, so we have only two cases. One time the LED will be in switched on condition, and on the another time the LED will be on the switched off condition. So it will work on the two concept, 0 and 1. So that's why we are taking digital pins here for the connection. So always digital pins will work with the values 0 and 1. Okay, now we consider the another graph that is available here. It has a sine waves, and you can see on the screen it is the 0 and 1, but in between 0 and 1 we have multiple values. You can see the values is increases, right? So 0 in between 0 and 1 we have different multiple values. So let's consider again one example. If we are talking about the temperature sensor, right now we are not talking about the LED. We are taking one example, that is temperature sensor. So in that case, at every incident of time, the value will be changing. Okay. So it will be not 0 and 1. Sometime it will be 0 and 0 0.1, 0 0.2, 0 0.5, for example, like that. So if we have multiple value in any case, in that case we will connect the connection or create the connection with the analog pins. Okay, so let's move back on the connection area. So here we have one clarity, like if we are going to do one program, that is two LED blinking program. So in that case, one time our LED will be in switched on condition, and after some delay, after some wait, our LED will be in off condition. So this is the main logic behind this. Correct. So we need to set our LEDs on the breadboard. And we need to set here. You can see we have two type of connections, vertically and horizontally. These all pins are interrelated vertically and these are horizontally. All are linked, right? And these are in vertical form. So we need to create a connection. So for that, we need to take one more equipment, that is a resistor, to control the flow of the current. Okay, to control the flow of the current, we can put here, and then we need to take one more resistor and we can put here. So obviously this thing is very clear. Our positive leg, right, that means longer leg. If we are talking about the positive leg, then we need to take a anode, right? We need to take a anode and we need to connect this anode to digital pin. We can take any digital pin from this Arduino board, correct? So हमें जो connection create करना है analog leg का, हमें करना है अपने किसी भी digital pin के साथ. But we have one shorter leg जिसको हमें ground level पर connect करना है, correct? Which we have already discussed. So we need to take a wire. So what is the process for that? Just hold your cursor on any hole and then just drag your mouse so you can easily access the wire. Okay, and if you want to change the color of the wire, so it's very easy. Like for example, right now I'm just creating a rough connection to showing you the color change of any wire. So here's the wire color. Here you can change the color also. Like if you want to take a red color wire, so you can take it, and if you want to take a black color wire, so you can access by the help of this color palette. For more identification or for more clarity, you need to just change the color of the wire. Okay, so right now I'm going to delete this wire because it's a very rough connection. So just select it and then press the delete option or delete key from the keyboard. Okay, now we need to do one thing. As you can see, we need to connect both cathode to the ground level. That means for LED 1 and LED 2, we have two cathode legs. So we need to connect both cathode legs to the ground level singly. So what is the process for that? The process is very simple. You need to just create a connection from here to here horizontally, because all pins are interconnected. All pins are interconnected, so you can connect anywhere. And one more thing, you need to connect this cathode lag to here so that you can see all pins are interrelated. So both connections are ready, correct? And then you can take any pin for connectivity to the ground level. Like this. Okay. Yes. So in this way, we can create a ground level connection. Now we are talking about the anode lag, that means anode connection. So we need to connect this anode lag to the digital pins. So here are the digital pins, so we can take any one. So for that we need to do one thing. We can take this pin, okay, and then we need to take a, for example, pin number 7. Just delete this and then need to create this. Okay, this is the pin number 7. You can adjust the size also like this. If you're creating the straight line, you can adjust by the help of this circles. Okay, and then we need to adjust the lag of second LED. So we can take here, and we need to take a digital pin 4. Correct. So this is the connection of our LEDs. But right now you can see the connection is ready, but we cannot check any result. Before that, we need to code this. Okay. So here is the option. That is code. And we have different type of modes like block codes, text code, block and text code. You can access anything. So we are going to take the text code because mostly if we are having equipments, physical equipment, so we have Arduino programming. So for that we need to access the text code. After that you will receive one message, are you sure with this? So yes, obviously we are going to continue, so that you can directly jump onto the main screen of the code. Okay, so we need to just delete the comments, and after that we can start the code. Okay, so let's start to write the code. So we can do one thing, we can just remove the comment sections which are available here. So firstly, our first function is that is void setup, and under the void setup we have one function that is pin mode. So what is the role of this pin mode function? So this pin we are using for the define of the mode, right? Because it depends upon the devices which you are using. Either you are using input device or a output device. So you need to mention the mode also. That means whatever pin you are taking at the time of connection, you can see here. I'm just hiding the code by just clicking on the code button. When we click on the code button, you can see the code will be disappear from the screen. And if you will click on once again the code button, you can see the code will appear on the screen. So by this way, we can easily adjust the coding area. Okay, so here you can see the pins are here, like we are taking in this program 7 and 4 pin. So we need to describe, or we need to define the exact mode of the pin. So you are taking as an input pin, you are taking as an output pin for this. Like अगर आप इसको कोड को लिखने जा रहे हैं, तो आपको ये डिस्क्राइब करना होगा कि इस टाइम पर जो आपने पिन को यूज किया है, सो पिन इज कनेक्टेड टू द एलईडी. सो एलईडी इज व्हाट काइंड ऑफ डिवाइस? इट्स अ इनपुट डिवाइस or a output device. So that's why we need to describe the mode of the pin. Okay. So obviously LEDs and what kind of device? You can type in chat box. Students, according to you, the LED is what kind of device? It is an input device or an output device, so that we can describe or define the mode of our pins like 4 and 7. LED is an input device. Okay. Any other student? LED is an output device. Gaurav said LED is an output device. Okay. Any other student who want to give the answer? Please write your answers fastly so that we can start again. LED is an output device according to RN. Okay. Gaurav and Aryan, your answers are right. Obviously, it is an output device because it is giving in an output as in the form of blinking, right? Electric current will flow as an input, but it gives us a result as the form of the blinking, right? It is showing an output. So that's why it is an output device. So we need to describe under the code pin mode is output. So we need to just refine it. Yes, one more thing, students. I want to tell you, when you are writing the code, you can keep one thing in your mind. It is a case sensitive language. Okay, case sensitive means like if you are defining any kind of function like pin mode or void setup or void loop, if you are defining any syntax or any function, so you need to keep this thing in your mind. If the function is pin mode, just like this, like p is small and m is capital, so you need to type here the same in the same way, otherwise you will face an error. Okay. So firstly, we are going to describe or define the 7 number pin, and that is as output pin. So we need to type here output. Okay. And then one more pin we have, that is 4, if I'm not wrong. Yes, this one. So we need to describe 4 pin as a output also. So we need to do one thing. We don't need to type it again, so we need to just create a copy by the help of just control C, and then come on to the next line and then press it control V. Okay. and we need to type here 4 because 4 pin also as an output pin. You need to rejoin it once again, students. Okay, so that is all about the pin mode. Now we'll discuss about the main logic of the LED blinking. So in that case, only two cases are here. Firstly, we need to switch on the LED, and after some wait, we need to just switch off the LED. Correct? So this is the main logic. So for that, we need to do one thing under the loop, because what is the function of loop? We all know if we do any task repetitively, so we need to just consider the same task under the loop. Correct? So here's the function that is digital write, because we are going to switch on our LED with the pin number 7 and 4, and all pins are digital pins. That's why we are typing the function digital write. So in first case, what we do, our pin number is 7, correct? So it should be in high mode. And after that, we need to switch off. So for that, we need to do one thing, like just copy this syntax and just enter the next line and then paste it. And we need to just low the pin mode 7, not 7, sorry, 4, right? At that time, जिस टाइम पर हमारा पिन 7 हाई होगा, उस टाइम पर हमारा पिन 4 लो मोड में होगा, दैट मीन्स इन ऑफ कंडीशन. Okay, so similarly we need to do one thing. We need to provide a wait. We can give wait in the delay syntax. That means if we are going to provide wait form here, so we need to use delay, right? So delay, I'm going to provide this for 1000 millisecond, and then we need to do the same task for the another LED. What will we do? We need to just low the pin number 7, and उस टाइम पर हमारा जो सेकेंड पिन है वो हाई होना चाहिए. So just copy the same syntax in the next line and need to change the pin number as a low, like 4. And again you need to provide some delay. That means वो भी condition एक small wait के लिए pause होना चाहिए. उस टाइम पर आपका another pin high and low form में है. I'll show you one thing. As you can see, low and low, the format is wrong. That means when you start this code, that means here's the option to start simulation. When you click on the start simulation, you will receive an error. Okay, so it's not working. You can see the LED is not working. These are in same condition. So what will we do? We need to correct the code. Just stop this simulation and you need to type here high. Okay, and then just click on the start simulation again. Okay, just wait. We need to check it. One thing. And we'll discuss the doubts then. Okay. Yes. Wait. Okay, it is showing an error. That's why you can see here register is not connecting properly. In connection, we have one error. That is register is not connected to the node. It is in free space. Correct? यहाँ पर था ये. So we need to just do one thing. Just put it here. Okay. So that is the error in the connection. So just going to start once again, start simulation. And now you can see the result is working. Okay, you can see one time your first LED is blinking and another time the second LED is blinking. It is fine now, students. You can type in chat box. So everything should be in a proper manner. You need, if your result is not coming, then you can check your connection as well as you can check your programming. Okay, now we will take a query session. Yes, students, you can ask one by one if you have any query regarding this. Just unmute yourself. Prakrit.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, please.
Ma'am, when I am in code,
Okay.
I'm in the 11th line digital right. Ma'am, bracket in 4, comma. Ma'am, in low, it is showing incorrect error.
Okay.
Ma'am, it is showing error in 11th one.
So have you write in the proper way, like digital D is small and W is capital,
Yes, ma'am.
and high and low is also in capital?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you end the line by the terminated?
Ma'am?
This is the semicolon. Have you ended this line?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, showing different number chat box in chat box.
Okay, please send it.
Ma'am, it is showing this.
Wait, I'm checking. Okay, you need to add low. Low, L is capital, LOW. L is small. Okay.
Yes, Mama, now it is working.
Okay, that's fine. Very good. No, no,
Red
no.
one is not going.
Aryan is saying the different question. No, Aryan, it's not difficult. You can access the block coding also. It's completely up to your interest and understanding. If you want to go with the block coding, so you can go with this also. Okay. Okay, that's great.